Hey guys, Ted and Steph here. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new, consider subscribing because we post high quality videos every Tuesday. Yes, no more Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Posting once a week now. We did not downgrade, I promise you. After you see the quality of this video and how amazing it is, you'll say, dang, this is so much better than their last videos. And that's because we're putting quality over quantity. Finally, we finally learned that.
Yeah, we were preaching that and weren't really.
Exactly. So we are putting the best and as much effort as we possibly can in every single video that we post. So that's pretty much it for the new upload schedule. Hope you guys understand again. But today, Steph is doing her makeup routine for you guys.
Yeah, if you guys want to see how I completed this look here, my everyday makeup look, just keep on watching. So this is everything I use on a daily basis, all the stuff on the table. It's kind of a mess, but that's okay. I usually sit in front of our big full body mirror that we have in our bedroom, but if I end up doing my makeup somewhere else, I really just use this little mirror that I have on my contour compact thing. So that's that. So first, what I'm going to do is do my foundation. I use the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation. I use the normal to oily formula and I use shade 112. Oh, and my face is already clean and moisturized. I don't use a primer just because I really don't see or feel a difference. So it's just not part of my routine and I go straight into the foundation. And I just try to do a really good job of blending the foundation into my neck because they are two different shades, so. I just use a damp beauty blender. I know some people like to use brushes or even a dry beauty blender, but I just use a really damp beauty blender. It really helps blend out all the foundation so that it's all pretty even. And I really like this foundation because it is pretty medium coverage, which means you can build it up if you wanted to, but the coverage with just one application is really good, so that's why I really like it. And I know that they have two different formulas, so they have a more dewy one, which I personally don't like because my skin can get oily in some places throughout the day. So I like more of the matte look when I'm doing my makeup.
Give me some ASMR.
What kind of ASMR would you like?
Say something about your makeup. Wait, no, do that again.
Okay, so next I'm gonna be using my concealer.
Oh, my ears.
Would I be good at ASMR? Okay, so next I'm gonna be concealing my under eyes and my chin area because my chin area is my big problem area, I guess you can say. A problem area is an area where you get a concentration of pimples or breakouts or anything like that. So right now I don't have too many, just a couple of scars almost from my previous breakouts, so I just like to cover those up. Okay, and I'm using the Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Fair. So that's what it looks like. And a little really does go a long way, so this tube will last a while. And I'm just gonna dab it on the same way I did with the foundation. So as you can see, I really don't use any high-end makeup. I really get all my makeup from Target, or if I'm at Walmart and I see something that I need to pick up, I'll pick it up there. I use all Maybelline and NYX and stuff like that. And personally, I think it looks okay. So
It looks pretty sexy.
So I don't see the need to spend a ton of money on makeup, but maybe that's just because I've never really dabbled into that and know like
Please don't.
how much
Don't.
how much like more luxurious those products are and like how much better they make your skin look. But maybe it's just because I'm used to this that I really don't see a need to spend a crazy amount of money on makeup. And you end up washing it off anyway, so I mean. Alright, so next I'm gonna set the face. So I'm using the Airspun loose powder. I really like this stuff and it smells good, so.
Do it. Do it.
No, it's gonna be loud.
Come on, do it. Ah, okay.
So I just put a little bit into the cap. And I don't really bake or anything just because I don't usually have the time for it. I just put this like basically over my face, all the places where I put my concealer, just to make sure that it stays on my face. This stuff smells so good. And I've noticed that this powder does a really good job of like minimizing creasing in like your under eyes and stuff. It keeps a majority of everything in its place. I was like a solid maybe like 1.7 before I started. Now I'm maybe like a 6.
Are you rating yourself?
So now we're all set. Now we're gonna contour. But now we're gonna start contouring. So I use this, I think it's an e.l.f. brush. Yeah, a small tapered brush. I really don't think this is a contour brush, but it gets the job done. And then I use this e.l.f. Contour palette. It's in the shade light medium. I guess they have different shades of this palette, so. And I obviously use this shade, and then I'll take a little bit of this shade. I don't really use these. Sometimes I'll use them as like a highlight if I really want to, but I really just use the bottom 2 shades. And I'm just gonna go in and take a little bit, and then I'll go like that. I think everyone does that. I'm just gonna put it in like right under where my cheekbone is to kind of accentuate that natural
Beauty.
line. I don't know. Can you hear it?
Closer, closer.
So there, there's one cheek done. Cheek 2 on the way. And if you guys have any like tips or anything, because I know I'm really not doing anything right, I guess.
What do you mean right?
I don't know, like I feel like, I guess everyone has their own makeup routine and that's fine, but like, see, like this is not a contour brush, I don't think. So just like little tips like that or like recommendations, I'd really appreciate to help step up my makeup game. Just leave them in the comments, please. I need it. Oh, I don't know if I said this too, like with my cheek contour or my cheekbone, I don't even know. I start at my hairline and then drag it down and then blend it out. Just because if I do end up having a little bit more product than I thought on my brush, it'll be up here and I can try to blend it out. But if I can't, worst case scenario, I can just cover it with my hair. So again, probably another like amateur tip, but like that's what I like to do. And then I like to do a little bit on my forehead because, I don't know, just because to give it a little bit more like dimension. Again, I start like as close as I can to like in my hairline, even if it is like a little bit in my hairline, just because one, my hair is really thin around my hairline, so I don't mind getting product in there to make it look more full. Plus, you just blend it out and like it gets lighter as you come down towards your face. So I'm gonna start up here in this corner and just drag it down, bring it back in my hair a little bit, and then blend it down towards the middle of my forehead. Okay, I think that looks good. So next I'm gonna go in with my blush. So I use the Maybelline Fit Me blush, and there's no shade on here. It says 25, so I don't know what that means, but it's like this really cute, like just really pinky shade. It's really subtle, and I like it. And then I'll do like a little like smile, so that way I see where my cheeks are and like the apples of my cheeks, and that's where I kind of focus the blush just because that's where it is naturally. So I'm gonna do that and then just apply it. And then just blend it a little bit into my contour just so that it's not like a really harsh line. That looks good to me. And then I'm going to do my highlighter. So I use the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Powder Glow Illuminator.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a long name. It looks like this, but I use most of it and the lid is broken, so I have it taped. And I'll just take kind of a little bit of every shade that's in there because they have like light shades and then they have more pinky shades. And I like to use all of them just because it gives a good transition from my blush into my highlight, because the highlight kind of goes like a little bit above the blush. So I'm kind of gonna do like the same little smile that I did when I did my blush. And I'm just gonna apply the highlight just a little bit above that where like the sun would naturally hit my face. I'm gonna put a little bit on my chin and my nose. So next I'm going to do the brows, and I've never used this before, so I'm kind of scared, but I had gotten rid of my like little palette that I had for my eyebrows, and I got this Maybelline Tattoo Studio brow pomade. I tried it on my hand a little bit and it still hasn't come off, and I tried to like wipe it off, so I'm kind of scared that this is like waterproof. I'm gonna go in with a little bit and just build it up if I have to. And it's been a while since I've used a pomade, so I got the shade Soft Brown. Hopefully this turns out at least somewhat decent. Just gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna start at the end. Well, first I'm gonna brush them out a little bit. When I do my brows, I'll brush them out, and then if I see like any stray hairs growing, I'll pluck those, or every once in a while I'll trim them if they get like super long. So I'm gonna start at the tail when I fill in my eyebrows, just because that area is naturally darker. I kind of want to like start it out really light in the front and then gradually gets darker as it goes towards the tail. Usually I use a powder and I'll just kind of fill them in a little bit because they have a naturally like decent shape, so I don't really have much to do, just kind of fill in like the patchy areas. So usually I'll just take a powder and like fill it in. Okay, one eyebrow is done.
Hey guys, I'm getting juice really quick. I need some juice.
Yeah, my producer's getting some juice.
Juice.
I'm just gonna keep on going.
You want any juice?
No thanks. Is it just me, or does like everyone have a good eyebrow and then they have like a slightly worse eyebrow? I know for sure this eyebrow is my good eyebrow and this one is my not so good eyebrow. I really like this pomade. Can I have a sip?
Yeah.
Just a teeny tiny.
Fruit punch. There's none left. Sorry. Okay.
But yeah, I really like this. It goes on really smooth. The color is super nice. Oh, another tip I have is for when you do like this part of your eyebrow, you kind of go up with like hair-like motions to actually make it look like natural. But I think everyone knows that. Oh, and start it at the bottom because you can always bring it up, and the top should be lighter too. At least in my opinion. I don't know, I'm not a guru, don't listen to me. Just bring it a little bit towards this way, because I don't want this to be super dark, just like a little bit. Okay, so I finished my face, I finished my brows, I did my contour. All I really have left is my mascara because I don't wear eyeshadow or lipstick unless it's like a fancy thing. So I'm going to set my face with the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. To be honest, I really don't use setting spray just because, I don't know, for some reason I don't feel the need to. And whenever I would wear setting spray, I never really noticed a difference from when I would wear setting spray and when I wouldn't. So I just kind of stopped buying it because it was like just another thing to have, I guess. But I guess it does give you like that kind of natural dewiness look. Just gonna... I mean... looks fine. Next and finally, I'm doing my mascara. So I use the Arbonne It's a Long Story mascara. That's what it looks like. This has been like one of my favorite mascaras and it's super nice. It goes on super smooth. It doesn't flake off. Like I know a lot of mascaras, like as you wear it throughout the day, it like flakes off and you'll see like little flakes like under your eyes. But this does not flake off and all the products are natural and it's vegan. So that's a plus. And I'm running out of this and I really want to get more because I really like this mascara. This mascara isn't waterproof, so I would recommend setting your face first before you put on mascara, just because if you get the mascara wet, obviously it's gonna like run a little bit. And when I put my mascara on, I don't want it to move. I was cursed with really straight eyelashes. So my eyelashes really have like no curl to them whatsoever. I refuse to curl my lashes using an eyelash curler. They scare me. I used it like a couple times before and every time I used it, it ripped my eyelashes out, so I refuse. And my eyelashes do not do this mascara justice because I really have crappy eyelashes. If I had curly eyelashes, this would look 10 million kajillion times better. I like to do 2 coats of this mascara. Maybe it's just because it's running out. I think even before it started running out, I used 2 coats just to make it look more full. I'm gonna just put 1 single coat on my bottom lashes just because they need a little attention too. And honestly, my lower lashes look better than my top lashes, so. Eyes are done. I told you that the mascara was the last step, but I lied. Finally, I use this Blistex Medicated Lip Balm SPF 15. Just gonna lather my lips with it because you know your girl needs it. She's got the worst lips in the world. Thank you, thank you. That is my everyday makeup look, depending on how good. How long would you say that was?
45 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. That's why we're late every Sunday.
Depending on how good I want to make my makeup look, I can really do it in like 20 minutes if I had to, or like this was like 45 minutes, but that's also because I was talking to you guys. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. We really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe and then hit that little bell icon next to the subscribe button after you subscribe so that way you get notified every time we post. If you guys have any tips, comments, recommendations for me, please let me know in the comments because you know your girl needs them. And that's pretty much it. That's my daily makeup routine. I hope you guys liked it and we'll see you next time.